Prospero Burns, Part 2, Wolf Tales. The Great Crusade rages across the stars, and Kasper Hawser, the man once called a scholar of Terra, now walks among the wolves of Fenris. He has become their Skjald, the storyteller of the Space Wolves' third company, known as Tra Company. No longer merely an observer, Hawser travels beside them from world to world, chronicling their battles and their deaths in the name of the Emperor. The Quietude. On the campaign against the Olamic Quietude, the Wolves of Tra Company are called to join the assault. The Quietude, a branch of humanity long lost, its technology cold, perfect, and inhuman, stands defiant before the might of the 40th Expeditionary Fleet. Hawser watches the wolves at war. He sees their fury unleashed upon the metal halls and glass towers of the Quietude, their claws tearing through synthetic soldiers and iron constructs. When it is done, he records the names of those who fall, the sagas of warriors whose voices will never again echo through the Eat. But the campaign scars more than just the wolves. After a strategy meeting with the Imperial Army, Hawser is attacked by human soldiers, men who see only a beast when they look upon the 6th Legion. They strike him down out of hatred and ignorance. Yet when Hawser fights back, instinct and speed take over. He moves faster than thought, stronger than any mortal man. When it ends, all his attackers lie broken. It is then he realizes what the wolves have done to him, that their apothecaries, their sciences, their strange Fenrisian ways have changed him. He is no longer just a man. Heoroth's Tale. During a later assault into the Quietude's subterranean cities, the company's rune priest, Ulvurul Heoroth, shields Hawser from a barrage of Quietude war machines. Heoroth is mortally wounded, his life ebbing away. Hawser stays with him as he dies, and together they speak of stories, of truth, of fear, and of the strange fates that bind them. Hawser recalls a tale from his former life, from the dusty archives of Terra. He tells of Navid Murza, an arrogant colleague in the conservatory, who once used low-level sorcery to save them both from an ambush. Murza revealed then that he served a secret cult, a brotherhood obsessed with forbidden knowledge and the eye of Horus. When they tried to draw Hawser into their ranks, he refused. He threatened them, and in that moment they vanished, evaporated into nothingness. Heoroth listens, but disagrees that this is Hawser's most frightening tale. Instead, the dying wolf draws him into another story, a shared dream of ice and moonlight. In it, both men are hunted by a great beast, a creature of Fenrisian nightmare. Just as the beast closes in, a massive black wolf appears and saves them. Heoroth tells Hawser that the black wolf is Brom, the Askamani tribesman who once died protecting him. The soul of the warrior reborn in lupine form. Hawser refuses to believe it, to accept the old saying that there are no wolves on Fenris hides a deeper truth. When he awakens, 12 minutes have passed, and Heoroth has been dead for 12 minutes. What they spoke of in that lost time is gone forever. The Funeral and the Knife. The wolves hold a long funeral for Heoroth. Hawser recites his life's tales as the pyres burn, his voice carrying through the frost and wind. Ogvi Helmshrot, leader of Tra Company, appoints Aun Hellwinter as the new Rune priest. But during the ceremony, Hawser cries out in shock, recognizing the ritual knife Ogvi wields. He swears he has seen it before, in the hands of the cultist Murza served on Terra. The disturbance unsettles the company. Later, Hellwinter explains that someone, or something, has been psychically manipulating Hawser's mind, blending his memories and perceptions. The knife is not the same, though Hawser truly believes it is. The Space Wolves, it turns out, have known all along that Hawser was being used, a spy for an unknown power, placed among them by forces unseen. They have let him live, not out of trust, but to see what might happen next. The conclave at Nikaea. Soon, the wolves are summoned to Nikaea, the grand gathering where the Emperor will judge the use of psychic powers among his legions. While the 1st, 3rd, and 5th companies attend the conclave, Hawser is held apart in a chamber guarded by silent sisters whose null auras suppress psychic influence. Without the voices whispering in his mind, he can barely comprehend speech. Even Leman Russ's words become strange and distant. Within that hall stand many of the Emperor's chosen: Russ, Fulgrim, Valdor, Raldoran, Typhon, and others of renown. They confront Hawser with the truth they have uncovered. He is no simple scholar. He is a deep cover agent, psychically implanted by the Thousand Sons the day he met them on Terra. Magnus placed him among the wolves so that if ever his legion were called to judgment, the Thousand Sons would know in advance. When Hawser is escorted away by custodian Amon Tauramachian, he is confronted by another figure, Amon of the Thousand Sons. The name they share becomes a weapon. The sorcerer paralyzes him, confirming the accusation. Bear and On Hellwinter arrive to defend him. Aemon wounds Hellwinter, using his true name as a weapon, but the same power fails against Bear, and the Thousand Son is driven off, badly injured. Dreams and Shadows. After the Emperor's verdict is rendered, the wolves move on to another campaign, a world named Thardia. There, Hellwinter aids Hawser in exploring a recurring dream, one from his final days on Terra. In it, Hawser sees a reflection, a figure behind him, but always wakes before he can see who it is. Hellwinter helps him search for meaning, while 5th Godsmote, the last surviving Askomani warrior who once defended him on Fenris, trains him in the art of the axe. But darkness follows. Hellwinter and the rune priest Ida Hailwolf probe the shadow within Hawser's mind and find a door. Behind it lurks the being that has manipulated him since the day he fell from the sky. The creature detects them. Hellwinter disappears. Soon after, Weirdmake warns Hawser that Hellwinter has been possessed, or perhaps Hailwolf has. The truth twists upon itself. When the three meet in the woods, the truth is revealed in violence. Hailwolf, consumed by the entity, transforms into a monstrous wolf. Hellwinter and Weirdmake bring him down, and Hailwolf, dying, speaks of things he glimpsed while possessed, of the anatheme and a plot against Horus himself. But Ogvai dismisses his words as madness. Hailwolf is executed and the matter buried. The Shadow of Prospero. And so the story turns toward its final act. The wolves are summoned at last to Prospero, to bring Magnus to justice for breaking the Edict of Nikaea. Leman Russ uses Hawser as a conduit, sending a final plea for Magnus to surrender. No answer comes. The wolves descend upon the City of Light. Prospero burns, and the hidden hand that guided Hawser will finally reveal itself.